If you're dealing with heavily damaged walls, failed wallpaper, perhaps you've got cracking, you've got layers of wallpaper that's separating, as I have here, maybe even plaster and lath that's just got too many cracks going on. I've really pondered what to do with this master bedroom closet here, and without having to strip everything down and redo it all with drywall or perhaps some tongue and groove boards. It costs a lot of money. Here's a solution that I came up with. Here's a solution I've chosen to use that's going to be paintable and impact resistant. I'm using a product called RevolutionPly. It's sold at Lowe's, and it's 3-ply plywood. And it's only about 3/16 of an inch thick, and it has a primer coating on it, so they say. Perhaps there's a few atoms of primer on there, but it does paint reasonably well. And my thoughts on this: for less than $100, I'm going to transform this ugly closet that's failing all over the place with damage, gouges, scratches, nicks. It's just a lot of work to renovate this, so I'm going to go skim coat the whole thing with this Revolution plywood. I'm going to glue it down, as I've done the first couple of panels here, and anything exposed, I'm hitting it with 23 gauge pin nails, 1.25 inches long, and anything on the seams, I'm using narrow crown staples right here, as you can see, and this will be covered up with a little vinyl batten strip. And where it's exposed, I've got these pin nails. I don't even know if you can see those, but they're so small, the paint will actually just fill those holes on its own. You won't even see them. So I'll get some shots of the before and after. You can kind of see the before here. The substrate here is actually some kind of fiber board from the 1940s or so. I think it's called Homosote. But you could have plaster and lath, drywall, whatever you have. You can go right over this stuff. So let me show you. You've seen it before. I'll show you some in progress and some after. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is remove anything loose or damaged so that the adhesive has something to stick to. And it doesn't have to be pretty here, but just loose. Something like that, something like this is going to work just fine. Anything bubbled, any blisters, any protrusions, any old screws or nails, but it has to be come off. Tear into it. It's all going to get covered up. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I've back buttered my board with adhesive, ready to go up. And I'm just using Liquid Nails Projects. It's the cheapest interior glue they sell. There's no need for the expensive extra bond strength. I actually prefer this stuff because it takes a very long time to set up, and you have lots of working time, and the end of it actually doesn't really dry out for at least 48 hours. So if you stop for the night, there's no need to cap this off. It won't dry up on you. Okay, here's the before. Damage, ugly seams, and applying one of these panels, the RevolutionPly, smushing the glue down. It's going to look beautiful with paint, and this will be hit with the 23 gauge pin nails and a tiny bead of caulk there. It'll actually disappear. Okay, it's been a couple hours and the whole closet has been transformed. All my century of damage, dents, dings, scratches, and layers of peeling wallpaper are all gone, and I'm left with a nice smooth paint ready substrate here that's actually very impact resistant. I think this will hold up really well for the next 100 years. I use this quite extensively in rentals, especially when the damage is just not feasible to rip out and repair walls that are so far gone. I just skim them over with these RevolutionPly panels, which again are sold at Lowe's. They're 3-ply plywood, and their intended uses is underlayment. But they do have a primer coat, they state. The pink side is a primer coat, a few atoms of primer on there at least, and it will hold paint quite well. So in my experience, this is a quick and easy way to do this. $120. Transform the whole closet, and I don't have to go to the dump with all the tear out. Anyway, if you're watching this and you like it, let me know, and it will encourage me to keep making videos. I'm not sure if this helps anybody or if it's people find entertaining, but I'd love to hear if you want me to keep making stuff like this. Thank you. Here's the finished product with 2 coats of Home Depot's finest paint. Gone are all the dents, scratches, dings, wallpaper. Pretty smooth wall. It's not AC plywood, but it's close enough for my uses. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you. Here's another use for this RevolutionPly flooring underlayment. I've used it on the walls again as a wainscoting this time. This room was just as bad as the closet I showed you. I did actually gut this room and put up new drywall because it was so bad. But this is a small bedroom designed for a kid, and there's going to be a lot of impact on these walls with kids jumping on beds and running into it. So I came up just about 4 feet around the whole room here and protected it with this plywood. And I get a lot of compliments on how this looks. I've used it all over the place. Again, you can see some going in here, not yet painted. And this cap trim is just vinyl. It's available at the Home Depot or Lowe's. Another closet that's in process here, not finished. I'm still working on the trim today. But this will paint up beautifully. Totally renovated a room that was heavily damaged. It was just, this one actually had spills and graffiti and all sorts of stuff, in addition to the peeling wallpaper and big holes. So highly recommend this stuff for the price. This closet was again about 120 bucks. Then to wainscot the small room with trims, about 120 bucks also. Thanks for watching. I took a piece of this RevolutionPly, this 5mm 3-ply plywood, and I snapped it open to show the insides. It actually has what looks like really thick dental floss running through it for strength. I've never seen this before. It's quite interesting. So here's the 3 plies. Quite flexible, lightweight, relatively inexpensive still, but that's what you're getting. And the pink side, like I said, has the primer on it, and the back side has this lighter color. It's meant for underlayment, but it does work on walls with paint. It's not perfect. It does come with dental floss, but it's an option for people.